Today on CCX News, police in Crystal blow the whistle on a group home operator. How a small number of group homes is straining the department's resources. Thanks for joining us. Crystal police say most of the 90 group homes in the city handle their business as expected. But they say one particular operator has been a drain on city resources.
When you only have a couple officers working and you're getting those calls with that frequency, that becomes pretty overwhelming on the resources.
Empathy Home Care is based in Brooklyn Park and has 3 group homes in Crystal. According to police, those 3 homes had nearly 500 calls to the Crystal Police Department within a 14-month period. Deputy Police Chief Brian Hubbard said that number of police calls is staggering, and most do not require an emergency response.
It has nothing to do with responding to these facilities, but when we have these issues that come up that clearly should have been, it would seem to us, managed by the staff that families are paying to have that care provided, that's where it becomes a problem.
Crystal Police have asked the Attorney General's office to investigate Empathy Home Care for fraud. Meanwhile, the company is facing a wrongful death lawsuit after a woman overdosed on fentanyl in one of its group homes in Brooklyn Park. Osseo residents will have the chance to apply for an open city council seat after a member resigned. Juliana Holtstrom resigned from the Osseo City Council on Tuesday. She had previously taken a leave of absence after a car crash. She briefly returned to the council earlier in May, but submitted a letter of resignation this week. The council will appoint a member to fill the balance of her term. The new member will serve through January of 2027. On a night to celebrate a new group of police officers, Plymouth leaders call the occasion bittersweet, as the city's police department continues to grieve over the loss of their former chief. On Tuesday night, Public Safety Director Eric Fadden spoke about the loss of Chief Mike Goldstein, who retired in 2021. Goldstein passed away unexpectedly last week. Fadden reflected on what Goldstein meant to the city.
We lost him far too soon. There are no words at this point that bring comfort to the magnitude of his passing, other than to say that he put people first. He always knew the perfect thing to say when seeking advice, and he did not like to be in the spotlight. I know that he would have words with me tomorrow morning if he knew I even spent this much time discussing him.
Meanwhile, it was also a happy occasion for 4 men and women and 1 newly promoted deputy chief. Plymouth officers Lauren Irwin, Jacob Anderson, Blaine McLaughlin, and Carter Traum received their police oath Tuesday night. 2 of them, Irwin and McLaughlin, are graduates of Wayzata High School. The department also celebrated the promotion of Drew Gilmore to deputy chief. Gilmore has a wide range of police experience. Before his law enforcement career began, Gilmore worked as a teacher helping at-risk youth. Golden Valley-based General Mills announced a restructuring plan this week, one that signals layoffs on the horizon. The Star Tribune reports that General Mills plans a $70 million charge during the 4th quarter, primarily for severance costs, citing a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The food giant has not stated how many layoffs would occur. The announcement is part of the company's new transformation plan, which focuses on funding product innovation. With summer almost here, Minnesotans are looking for any excuse to get outside, and an increasingly larger number of people are turning to electric bikes as a form of exercise and transportation.
Without a doubt, we're seeing, boomers getting back on bikes. They're able to get out and ride longer because of e-bikes. We're seeing younger people that want to commute getting on e-bikes. No, it's of great interest, and it's a big part of everyday conversation.
At Trailhead Cycling, which has locations in Plymouth and Champlin, roughly 20% of all bike sales are now e-bikes. Prices range from $1,700 to $10,000 depending on the features. Part of the appeal of e-bikes is that they make hills easier to climb, they're not impacted by the wind, and they help people ride longer distances. But as they grow in popularity, so too do the safety concerns. Officials from Trailhead Cycling say Minnesota's trails were designed for riders going 15 miles an hour.
When you start riding faster than that, you may not see that there's a curve coming, or you may not be able to respond quickly enough if there's someone else on the trail. Remember, we have walkers and bikers and hikers and runners and people with dogs and baby strollers out on the trail. So just remember to exercise trail etiquette.
Trailhead Cycling in Plymouth is holding an e-bike expo on June 21st, where people are encouraged to come out and take a test ride. An art show featuring artists from around the world opens up in Golden Valley this weekend. It's Courage Kenny Rehabilitation Institute's 62nd annual Art of Possibilities exhibit. You'll find an inspiring array of art on display in the Courage Kenny hallways for the next month. There are about 480 different art pieces throughout the first floor, and every artist in the gallery has disabilities. Gallery organizer Casey Milhone says the show is powerful.
There are so many different artists with different kind of relationships to art, and either how it's allowed them to process through some things that they go through, or as kind of like a new creative outlet for the way that their body functions.
The juried exhibit is also a sale, and all of its proceeds go right to the artists. The gallery will be up until July 5th. The exhibit also showcases plenty of local artists. You'll get to meet a few of them on CCX News later this week.
Since boys lacrosse became a sanctioned MSHSL sport 18 years ago, the Benilde St. Margaret's program has won 6 state championships. Chaz Moot stopped by a Red Knights practice as BSM pursues a 7th state title.
For Benilde St. Margaret's boys lacrosse, everything starts at practice. Head coach Giuseppe Palermo
I've been with the program since 2019.
didn't set the standard at Benilde St. Margaret's,
Some of the hardest stuff that these guys will see all year is right here at practice.
but he's holding it to the level it needs to be.
You come to Benilde St. Margaret's, you expect a certain experience with the lacrosse team.
BSM has won 3 of the 4 past state championships and 6 total state titles. Along the way, Red Knight lacrosse players have experienced an intro to college lacrosse course.
For the ones that want to go play at the next level in college, they're prepared for it, right? They're as much prepared as they can be. So we try to tailor our program as if we're a college program.
If playing lacrosse at Benilde St. Margaret's is an entry-level college prep class, twin brothers Raphael and Judah Johnson Nixon know the subject material like the back of their hand.
I think the biggest thing for us is just keeping our energy up.
Play really hard against each other in practices.
We go out, we hit each other, the sideline gets up,
We're not taking it easy. We're trying to beat each other up, basically.
and the whole energy just rides throughout the game.
That transfers to games. Beating the other team up, playing really physical, fast, controlling our pace and our game.
The time put into their BSM lacrosse coursework has paid off for the twins in the form of an opportunity to play college lacrosse at Hampton University in Virginia. Before that, though, the Red Knights will try to bring home their program's 7th state title.
To me, that would mean we completed what we were supposed to do, what our goal was. I think that would mean we really came together as a team.
In St. Louis Park, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The Champlain Park boys lacrosse team closed the regular season strong, winning 3 of their last 4 games. The Rebels are the number 4 seed in Section 7 and open section play Tuesday. Champlain Park hosting Cloquet Esco Carleton in first-round play in Section 7 boys lacrosse. Champlain Park's Gabriel Contons brings it up the left side and drops it to Jaden Ondrachek in close for a 1-0 Rebels lead. They're up 3-1 after 1. Second quarter, and Ethan Seavall draws the defense and finds Jared Zabel for the shot and goal to make it 5-1. 3 goals for Zabel. And Zabel threads the needle across to Samuel Durasek for the goal, and the Rebels' lead grows to 6-1. Isaac Lee on the run to Jurasek, to Ondrachek for the goal. The Rebels lead 7-1 at halftime and win 13-4. They host Blaine in the quarterfinals Thursday. After winning their first section title last spring, the West Lutheran softball team hoped to make a return trip to state. The Warriors lost to Braham in section play late last week, putting them into the losers bracket final Tuesday. Chaz Moots has highlights.
To get another shot against Braham, the Warriors would have to knock off Lester Prairie on their home diamond. Early on, Eleanor Rolfe in the ring for West Lou. She was dialed from the get-go, a strikeout to end the top of the third. Bottom three scores even at 1 until Kaylee Oppitt's big swing to left field. Ball hits the bottom of the fence. Rolfe scores for the Warriors. Oppitt earns a stand-up RBI double. The Bulldogs stood their ground after that, though. Bottom five, Brielle Christian, nice catch at third and throw to one. Double play for Lester Prairie. Bulldogs still down 1 run in the 7th. Runner on third with 1 out. Kaylee Christian, good hit to third. The throw at the plate high. That tied the game at 2. We'd head to extras. In the 8th, still tied. It's Oppitt up to bat, and once again, number 8 delivers a deep drive to center field. Another double from the sophomore shortstop. She puts the winning run on second. Next batter up, Marissa Tussler sends a ground ball to the outfield. Oppitt easily makes it home to send the Warriors back to the Section 4A final. They'll face Braham on Thursday. In Plymouth, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.